The Pottery Shop. One fine day, a bull made its way to a pottery shop in Penny Lane. The man behind the counter who quietly toted his tea suddenly was surprised by the bull's hulking frame, and struck up a conversation with the bull, hoping it would not remain. "Excuse me, mate, but you have entered my shop for what reason?" The bull turned its head to face the shopkeeper, and stood up on its back hooves as if it had always walked on 2 feet. "You see, good sir, I am but a pottery connoisseur. I pity the heathens that have no culture back at the paddock. I would like to add to the master collection to commemorate the season." Surprised by the bull's tone, the man thought there would be no harm in showing his new customer around the store. Someone with a respect like that for such fine things would know what to do in a place like this. And this was more excitement than he ever thought a slow Tuesday would call for. "All right, then. Follow me, Frederick Boston Ellsworth III. But you may call me Fred, good sir." The bull nodded its head, and its horns barely cleared the ceiling. The man was eager to show Fred around, but he wanted to make sure he was not misleading. "One thing, Fred, there is a policy here that must be followed. I don't want to swallow my words when I read our disclaimer statement written on the shop walls in bold. Nice to look at, nice to hold, but once broken, consider it sold," the man explained. "Certainly, sir. I can understand how this works. Let us enter the fray and find something that I can put in my paddock on display." They made their way into the tightly packed aisle, barely enough room for a child to fit, let alone a 1-ton bull, and a man who never expected this. "What can you tell me about that vase?" Fred asked the man about as he pointed at something on the top shelf next to the mason jar. "That is from the Ming Dynasty. A true treasure that is found its way into my shop after many centuries," the man explained. "I see no need to go further. I would like that one, please. It will go next to my American Gothic frame." The man gently scarpered out the back to find a ladder that would grant access to the top. However, as he neared the top, his heart stopped as the pot he didn't intend to knock dropped. Fred's quick reflexes allowed the falling pot to be intercepted. The rush to stop the pot falling down sent 3 other vases hurtling toward the ground. The man on the ladder caught one in each hand, the last one with his teeth. What fascinated him more was he had bent over backwards, and he had not lost his balance or been swept off his feet. In the world's slowest and most methodical game of Twister ever played, the pair managed to return the fallen pots back to their correct places within the space. They then approached the counter as the man placed Fred's purchase on his horns to be held soon after. "That was certainly a close call," Fred sighed as he placed his arm on the counter and watched a small snow globe crash to the floor by his side. Slowly their eyes were raised, and the man held out his hand and said, "That will be £3.95.